Akademiks is currently involved in some pretty serious podcast beef. He triggered a podcaster so much that this podcaster made some pretty credible threats towards Akademiks.
DJ Akademiks is in one of the messiest situations of his media career right now. And it didn't start with regular internet beef, trolling, or someone trying to go viral. This one turned personal, fast, after Akademiks made one specific comment about Atlanta and how certain podcasters protect certain rappers. Podcaster Loon fired back with something nobody expected. He didn't just respond. He basically warned that if Akademiks keeps talking, somebody might handle it in real life. And what's crazy is, this didn't start this week. The roots of this beef go back years, back to a time when Akademiks literally didn't even know who Loon was. Around 2021, Loon was invited onto Charlamagne's podcast.
You would have that much hatred and like that much hate in your heart for somebody that you never met.
Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't. I swear I don't get it. I don't get it. I heard you, though, one more thing. I heard you speak about Akademiks. I want to talk about that a little bit.
Sure.
And instead of promoting his show or giving insight, he spent almost 2 hours talking about Akademiks, even though Akademiks had never said a word about him. Andrew Schulz casually said, "I think Akademiks could actually be good at comedy." Loon cut him off immediately and spent nearly 45 minutes arguing why Akademiks isn't talented, isn't funny, and doesn't deserve the attention he gets. This wasn't critique. This was personal frustration. People noticed that Loon was emotionally invested in tearing down someone he had never even met. That clip made its way around, and that's when people started saying, Loon doesn't just dislike Akademiks, he's fixated on him. Fast forward. This year, Loon invites Charleston White onto his podcast. If you know Charleston, you know he's unpredictable, provocative, and full of viral opinions. But in this interview, Charleston wasn't joking around.
I think Akademiks.
What did I say?
Looney gets right to it. I love it.
Yeah, you said that. First of all, I think last week you said he could do comedy.
Yeah, I think he could do it.
Tell me more.
He dropped the character and tried to have a serious conversation. He brought up real victims in rap culture. He mentioned Young Thug, Atlanta, street violence, and the impact on real families, not just internet stories. But here's where everything flipped. Charleston starts touching real topics, and Loon suddenly shuts it down. He tells Charleston he can't talk about Young Thug, not because it's too sensitive, not because it's unconfirmed, but because Young Thug is someone Loon has a relationship with. Charleston pauses. He looks him dead in the eye and says, "You said you wanted the real me." Loon once again shuts it down. Charleston walks out. That clip goes viral. People start calling Loon's platform biased and protective of certain rappers. And that's exactly when Akademiks steps in. Akademiks reacts to the clip, but instead of clowning around, he drops one line that hits deep. He says, Loon protects Atlanta rappers like they're family, but none of them are really his people.
I just find him funny, and I find his takes good, and I find like his use of words good.
Economy of words. I think
Not just economy, but like specific words that he chooses to use and the metaphors that he kind of builds. Like, I think he's a funny guy. Comedy takes time, don't get me wrong, but I think he has a brain for it.
He basically called Loon a fake gatekeeper, someone who tries to act like the voice of the streets, someone who acts like he's deeply tied to these artists, when really, he's just trying to protect his access and his relationships. That one sentence changed everything. Loon responded, but not like a podcaster, not like a media personality. He responded like a street enforcer. He said, and I quote, "When you say certain things about me, people that love me might step in. I'm not saying I would do anything, but when people love you, they handle things for you." Then he added, Akademiks better watch how he uses words when he talks to men, not when he talks to media people, not when he talks to creators, when he talks to men. Now, Akademiks fires back again. He says, "Bro, you're 50. You're not spinning for Young Thug. You're not about to catch a charge because I criticized your podcast. Relax." And honestly, that one struck a chord because it reveals the real truth behind all this.
This situation with Akademiks really proves how podcasting is the new streets. Like in the streets, somebody will want you gone. They would try to get you out of here because they want your clientele and the position you hold in the market. Just like podcasting, where somebody will see that you have an audience.
This isn't about street loyalty. This is about identity. Loon wants to be both things at once. He wants to be a respected media figure, but also a feared street figure. He wants podcast credibility, but also street credibility. He wants views and brand deals, but he also wants people to believe he has real-world power. And here's where it gets messy. In 2025, you can't be both. You can't be a media personality sitting in a studio, talking into high-quality microphones with sponsors and ad revenue, while also talking like a street boss issuing warnings that somebody might get hurt, because everything is recorded, everything is clipped, everything is replayable.
Like, he spent like his entire episode. So the podcast was about an hour and like 50 minutes. He spent the entire hour and 50 minutes talking about how Akademiks isn't that good. He don't understand why people listen to him and why people watch him.
This isn't the streets, this is content. But the deeper issue is this: when media personalities start using street-type language, everything blurs. Comments stop being commentary. They start sounding like coded threats, and people get confused. Are we reacting to podcasts or reacting to warnings? It gets even more complicated when you think about how different this could have gone if Loon had just argued back. He could have gone back and forth with Akademiks. He could have debated him. He could have pointed out flaws. But instead, he reacted emotionally. He treated commentary like disrespect and treated disrespect like danger. And honestly, that's why this blew up. Because when podcasters start implying that real-world consequences could come from opinions, people stop feeling safe to have opinions.
And you hold a particular space in the quote-unquote market, and they want your clientele, aka your audience, and they will do anything in their power to get you going, like kick your back in, hate on you unprovokingly, like for no reason whatsoever.
The real risk here isn't about Akademiks or Loon. It's about where media is going. Are we going to keep things content-focused, or are we starting to blend content and conflict? Are we reacting to interviews or reacting to potential altercations? So here's the real question. Was Akademiks wrong for calling out Loon's Atlanta bias? Or did Loon go too far when he turned commentary into possible real-life consequences? And bigger question, do you want podcasts to stay media? Or do you like when it starts to feel personal? Because right now, it feels like content is getting closer and closer to real conflict. And sometimes the line is hard to see. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going through everyone. And if you want to see the breakdown of how Akademiks clashed with ABBA and Preach and Fresh and Fit, that video is right here on the screen. I'll see you there.